Mom, do you really want to go and live in that hotel for the winter?
Sure I do. It'll be lots of fun.
The only thing that can get a bit trying up here during the winter is the tremendous sense of isolation.
This carpet has become a silent nod to film lovers.
You will have to deal with this matter in the harshest possible way.
I do that I killed you.
Let's explore the story behind this mesmerising carpet.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains. Here's Johnny.
The carpet in the hotel's corridor. Hi film fans and design lovers. I'm Paula Benson, founder and editor of Film and Furniture. Today on the Film and Furniture podcast, I'm going solo to share my research and thoughts about a piece of film design that has been one of the most popular subjects with our readers and followers, the shining carpet. The famous hexagonal carpet that appears in the corridors of film's most well-known hotel, the Overlook Hotel. This podcast works just as well without visuals, but just to let you know, it's a video podcast you can also watch along to for the full experience. Welcome everyone to the Film and Furniture podcast, where we dive into the world of design in film. I can't quite believe we haven't done a podcast on this before. We got a bit diverted by the Oscars, to be honest. But to celebrate The Shining's 45th anniversary, I invite you to join me to investigate one of the most iconic design elements in film history, the hexagonal carpet from Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. The Shining was released by Warner Brothers in America on May the 23rd, 1980, and in UK on October the 2nd, 1980. And it's based, of course, on Stephen King's 1977 novel of the same name. Initial reception to the film was a bit mixed. And over time, however, it's gone on to be widely considered to be one of the most important horror films of all time. If you're a regular reader of the Film and Furniture website, you'll know that one of the main inspirations for the whole film and furniture thing was this very geometric carpet in the Overlook Hotel. It's become not just a part of cinematic history, but a piece of design lore. So let's explore the story behind this mesmerising carpet, why it was chosen for The Shining, and most importantly, where you can get your hands on an official version for your own home or hotel. The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's 1980 horror masterpiece. It's filled with moments that have burned themselves into pop culture history. But today we're focusing on one element, the carpet in the hotel's corridor. Remember that scene where young Danny Torrance is riding his tricycle and he encounters room 237? The carpet's vivid orange, brown and red tones, coupled with its hypnotic hexagonal pattern, leap out of us, and it's now known as the most iconic carpet in film history. But who designed this carpet? And why was it chosen for the film? And can we actually buy an official version for our own homes? Today, I've got all those answers. Let's take a step back to the opening scenes of The Shining. Jack Torrance, played by Jack Nicholson, arrives at the Overlook Hotel with his wife Wendy, played by Shelley Duvall, and their son Danny, played by Danny Lloyd. They're there to take on the new role as winter caretakers, and as they get a tour of the hotel, Mr. Ullman drops that the hotel has a dark history. The exterior of the hotel was filmed at the Timberline Lodge at Mount Hood in Oregon, USA, and was later recreated on a stage set in the UK. And the interior? That was heavily influenced by the Wani Hotel at Yosemite, but were actually also film sets created in Elstree Studios. The set's design, with production design by Roy Walker and art direction by Leslie Tompkins, and particularly that eye-catching carpet, has garnered a lot of attention over the years. And the mystery of the carpet has generated a lot of theories and discussions, not just from film buffs, but from conspiracy theorists as well. It's a key part of Kubrick's meticulously designed world and almost a character itself. So let's take a look at that popular culture legacy. This carpet has become a silent nod to film lovers. It's been referenced and parodied in Toy Story, Minions, the Sci-Fi Passengers, even BoJack Horseman played a big part in Ready Player One, The Simpsons, and most recently The Substance, and even a Gucci fashion campaign. Visually referencing the Overlook Hotel carpet sends out a message. If you recognise it, it verifies that you are a true film fan. You get it, you're part of the club. Now let's take a deeper dive into the carpet itself, the hexagonal pattern. We had a good idea who was behind the design of that carpet in the Overlook Hotel and The Shining, but when this obsession first took hold over me personally, it took a lot more effort than I originally thought to verify who I thought might have designed it. And this is a bit weird, isn't it? Especially considering how much has been written and regurgitated about Kubrick over the years. So we had the official Kubrick archivists in London checking the production notes of the film for me, but they could find no record of an actual order or delivery or any visual reference to the carpet. However, I can now confirm the carpet is a design from none other than the interior design master himself, David Hicks, and the carpet pattern is called Hicks Hexagon. Hicks is one of the most influential interior designers of the 20th century. The design Hicks Hexagon was first created alongside a number of geometric carpet designs that he created in the 60s and 70s. His fusion of pattern, colour, and antique and contemporary has influenced many designers of both home and fashion. And his early clients mixed aristocracy with media and fashion, like Vidal Sassoon, Helena Rubinstein, the Duchess of Rutland, and Mrs. Condé Nast. He married Lady Pamela Mountbatten in 1960 and was very soon making carpets for Windsor Castle and decorating the now King Charles, Prince of Wales, then first apartment at Buckingham Palace. So Hicks first started to design pattern carpets and fabrics in around 1962-63 when he couldn't find anything on the market to his taste. And his style was underpinned by a dynamic sense of colour and a penchant for bold pattern. You can see his approach to this in the wonderful book, David Hicks Scrapbooks. You can find links for this book in the show notes below. His personality was equally as vivid, and the obituary in the New York Times after he died remembered him for his love of graphic colour combinations, as well as for his temperament that veered between disarming charm and rage, unquote. While Stanley Kubrick didn't collaborate directly with David Hicks, the carpet from The Shining appears to be either an off-the-shelf purchase or maybe even a replica made specifically for the film. And interestingly, David Hicks never worked on The Shining. His design ended up in the final cut, forever tied to the film's eerie atmosphere. But why this pattern for The Shining? Well, I've got a few theories. First, the carpet's vivid, almost hypnotic presence adds an unsettling effect. It's perfect for the atmosphere that Kubrick wanted to create. Second, its graphic pattern works brilliantly with Kubrick's famous symmetrical one-point perspective, which enhances the sense of foreboding and the tension in scenes like Danny's tricycle ride. Thirdly, the hexagon has 6 sides, of course, which could be a symbol of something darker. A hex is a curse, which fits perfectly for the malevolent forces lurking within the hotel. Fourthly, we can link the hexagonal carpet to Kubrick's fascination of both chess and war strategy. Hex maps, hex boards, and hex grids are often used in strategy game boards and commonly used in war games of all scales. The map is subdivided into hexagonal tiling, small rectangular hexagons of identical size, and the hex board that I'm showing here could almost be an initial sketch for our beloved carpet. Kubrick's interest in war and strategy was played out in Paths of Glory, the 1957 film, and also in Spartacus of 1960, And during the making of Dr. Strangelove of 1964, Kubrick became preoccupied with the issue of nuclear war as the Cold War unfolded in the 1950s, and he studied over 40 military and political books on the subject. Full Metal Jacket is set in the Vietnam War, of course, and Kubrick also spent 2 years preparing for a film on Napoleon. One of our favourite Kubrick analysts, Julie Cairns, discusses on Idlepus Press in her article how the Kubrick carpet trick works, how Danny's position on the carpet in The Shining changes from shot to shot, which she believes was a deliberate decision by Kubrick, comparing it to a chess move, which also has a connection to the chess game between Hal and Frank Poole in 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's not just about the design, though. The carpet also symbolises something bigger within Kubrick's universe. The hexagon, with its 6 sides, could be a subtle nod to Danny's psychic ability, the shine, a sixth sense that is pivotal to the story.
Some places are like people. Some shine and some don't. I guess you could say the Overlook Hotel here has something about it that's like shining.
Now let's talk about the carpet's legacy. You might be wondering, how can I get my hands on this iconic piece of film history? Well, the answer is yes, you can. The original Hexagon carpet is no longer in general production, but the good news is the official license holders of the original David Hicks design agreed some years ago to make this carpet and rugs to the exact original design and colourways, including The Shining's red, orange and brown, for us at Film and Furniture. They don't sell to the general public, but they've agreed to make them for us, meaning we are the only source for the public to buy official Hicks Hexagon rugs, runners and carpet. And we do so for many film fans, game rooms, basement home cinemas and hotels around the world. The rugs and carpets can be made to any size and are made to order. They're beautiful, hand-tufted, really amazing quality, and available as rugs and runners, or even by the square metre for wall-to-wall carpet. So now you can bring this legendary carpet into your own home with the officially licensed Overlook Hotel carpet and bespoke rugs, available exclusively to film fans and design lovers from Film and Furniture. And like I say, they are stunning, hand-tufted from luxurious, high-quality wool. It's not just a rug, it's a statement, it's a conversation starter for sure, and a piece of cinema history beneath your feet. This is the real deal. They're crafted for design lovers who appreciate authenticity. You can find the link in the show notes below to order yours, but be warned, once you step onto this rug, you'll be wed to it forever and ever and ever. That's all for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most intriguing design elements in film history. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks with more film design insights. Until then, keep exploring the fascinating world of film and furniture.